Hello, is that bad?
Howdy,
I think this is a volume that is good.
D how?
You let me know there, chat. Welcome on this most hallowed Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday.
Come get your polygons, 30% off.
I'll take off this stay tuned thing because you don't have to stay tuned. We're here. It's us.
Yeah,
Hello. We're here. It's me. I'm Clayton. Hi. I'll be playing the games today.
I will be observing the games today.
Now I feel like on my monitor I hear you and everything, but you are frozen. Your camera. I don't know if you can.
I'm looking at it too.
Oh no.
It's a very nice image. Let me just try turning my camera on and off
Yeah,
again.
I think if you do that,
Let's
you'll be
try this.
okay. Hopefully. It's kind of sleepy music maybe from the game, you know.
Yeah, that's why I was falling asleep. It's getting very sleepy waiting. Okay, test. Beep boop bop beep boop bop beep 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 beep.
Now I'm still seeing the frozen image.
Well, maybe I'll just be auditory for the stream.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe it'll come back later or something. Where did
Yeah, no, it's still just a frozen image. Great.
Oh, nope, there, it popped.
Oh,
It works.
okay. I am the citizen sleeper.
You just
That's
had to
right.
unplug it and plug it back in again. You know, it's Cyber Monday,
Yeah,
computer shit.
right. This was a thematic thing. I did that on
exactly. It's on
purpose.
purpose.
Yeah.
There's glitches. What are you gonna do? It's a Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna play a couple of cyber games from 2022. The first, we're gonna try Sleeper Citizen. I played this earlier in the year. Tina, you have not, so I'm gonna let you kind of actually
Mhm.
drive here, and I'll start you off by letting you pick your character.
So
Either
exciting.
way, in this, so I'll just say this: I've played as the extractor in mine. So if you want to try
I
something
see. Yeah,
else,
yeah.
but I do know
Okay.
that this one's nice. In this game, you are gosh, I guess get right into how existentially dreadful this game is about its cyber themes. Um, you are a robot kind of copy of a person who actually just sort of is paid to be put in suspended animation while their consciousness is copied into a robot that does the manual labor for a company. I
Uh-huh.
think until it dies, and then they get woken up again and can go about their life having gotten like a paycheck for, in a sense, not doing anything, but actually kind of selling off their mind in a horrible deal for labor.
Right.
But you managed, and the way that this company uses these robots is they have to take a medicine or their body just decays. It's actually built kind of planned obsolescence, if you ever heard of that term.
Hmm.
The robot will die unless it gets this medicine. So all the robots who are working for this company are kept in line that way, I guess. But you managed to escape. You have escaped and you have been sent to this location we'll get to. It's the main location of the game. You've managed to escape that kind of indentured servitude, I suppose. You're a copy of a person. You're an artificial body, but you are a real consciousness, or a consciousness from a person. And
Do
now
you
you're,
do you
yeah.
remember, like, once you go back to your like real body or whatever, does your consciousness like remember all your
I
memories from
think,
working?
if I remember, I think it's a copy. So
A
it's not
copy?
something
Okay.
you actually have to
Gotcha.
worry about. Just the knowledge of what you've done and the crimes you've
I
committed.
see. I see.
Um,
Okay.
but it actually doesn't get too much into that, which is interesting. I think it is mostly focused on your own as this copy, your experience in the world and what happens to you. So yeah, this is mostly choosing kind of what your job
Yeah.
would be or what your skill set
Uh,
is.
let's do the
Machinist.
operator.
You want to do the operator? Okay, so
Yeah.
you have a chance to gain
Okay.
cryo and interface action. So that's cryo, if I remember correctly, is how you hack things, which
Cool.
is an element of this game. It's very cyberpunk.
That's actually exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking like netrunner
Yep,
hacking kind of
that's it.
deal.
All right, so
Sweet.
Yeah, Popcorn Pigeon. Thanks for pointing out this game is on Xbox Game Pass. So if you have that on PC or console, you can download this game today and play it. It's. I'll just say this up front. It's extremely good. It's some of the best writing in a game that I've seen. So the first thing you become aware of on waking is the disconnect, the delay between thinking and feeling, between wanting to act and acting. Minor, almost imperceptible, but always present. It's at its worst when waking, when yourself has spent many dark hours recalling what it felt like to be real, to be a person, to be in a body that was indisputably yours. I'll let you choose.
Think of that body.
A leap into a cold lake on a hot day, the sting of blood welling from a fresh wound, the friction of a fingertip. All of a sudden, the memories are closer than you thought, blurring as you approach, until you can't tell one from the other. The cold slips in, behind and around you, and the sensations fade out of reach. Perhaps you should be thankful for the dull nature of this new body, given your current circumstances. The walls of the container feel immediately present. Cold, hard, at your back and face, cramping your limbs. You resist the desire to stretch, knowing that the claustrophobia comes next, and retreat a little from your central nervous system. It isn't painful, not like you used to know pain, at least. In emergency mode, pain is a message delivered with efficiency and ease, a reminder that harm is imminent. There is no insistent throb, no trembling nerves, just a warning delivered with the banal quality of a digital notification. Right now, there are thousands of them.
Ooh, remember the others. Who are the others?
You remember there were 10 of you. 10 that could no longer stand the indentured work, the routines, the slow decay. 10 whose belief in their promised future was slowly dismantled day by day until they realized they had sold away everything they could and would ever matter. 10 that would escape, or at least die trying. Some were lost in the shaft. Others never found the meeting point. Only a few made it to the containers. But the freighter, as far as you know, left. That feels like enough. Enough to know that you might no longer be on that grim and heartless rock. Even if, in the airless hold of a freighter, you might freeze solid long before you reach any destination.
Try to rest.
But you are restless. It has been a long time since you left. Surely weeks, maybe months. You are dully aware of damage to your legs, your right arm. You've been reserving energy as much as possible, but your body has still needed to shut down many of its systems to protect you. You have spent much of that time asleep, knowing that anything else would be impossible to endure. You feel the weight of the impossibility begin to gather. It is time to sleep again, to nudge this false body into inducing delta waves in your emulated mind, and once again recoil into a dream of when you were once a person. Time passes. The cold creeps further in. You feel something. Warmth, not true warmth, but the indication of its presence. Your joints release from the rigor, sound too, everywhere, screeching and shimmering so loud that your body ducks your hearing to protect its sensors. Then light, white as the cold, softer and softer until in a haze of dirty yellow a figure appears. You are out. And so now we're in the main location of this game, which is called the Eye. It's a big space station, spinning for artificial gravity. And you have to figure out how you're going to survive here.
All right.
It has been a few hours since Dragos pulled you from the container. You sit huddled in a corner of his scrapyard, swaddled in the reflective folds of a mylar blanket. You are slowly coming back to consciousness, back to life, and you stare at the ornately curving element of an improvised heater. You are surrounded by angular, incoherent lumps of ships, some corroded beyond recognition, others still carrying glassy wounds along their edges where a plasma arc sliced them apart. As you trace their shapes with fogged eyes, you hear a voice. I guess I gotta do a Drago voice. So, Sleeper, you all thawed yet?
Almost.
Never seen one of you come in like this. New frames must have been better perseverance in Sub-Zero vac. Seen more than a few of you frozen solid to hull plates or inside outer locks in my time. They weren't so lucky. Dragos comes into focus shrouded in makeshift tech. His headset with its glinting eyes, the mark of a drone operator. On his shoulder, one of his symbiotically linked drones perches, its irising eye locking you with an unflinching stare. Last living sleeper that came through this yard was a while ago. They didn't last long. You struggled to read his expression beneath the tech, but he seems lost in memory for a moment, or perhaps he's just figuring out what to do with you.
What happened to them?
He ignores your question. I won't ask you what led to do it. To sell yourself for a corporation. And I suppose you know you can't go back. Your old body, that's theirs now. And you are just software. A rogue emulation illegally possessing corporate property. You nod along. You remember biometrically signing the forms, the cold floor at your feet as you padded to the sleeper cells, the promise of a life off-world. But as you do, you get the now familiar sensation that these memories aren't your memories. These are things you know, but not things you feel. You are no longer that person, you are an offshoot, a copy. What you won't know is what's ahead. At least that last one didn't. There's no easy way to put it. That body of yours is falling apart. It's the same for any sleeper who makes it out. S&ARP wants to protect their property, but if they can't keep hold of you, well, then no one can. You remember that too, or at least rumors of it from the other sleepers. Planned obsolescence, a built-in dependence on the regularly administered supplements that were part of your routine. Stop taking them and your body begins to shut down, separate from your emulated mind. How long has it been? How long do you have? But for now, sleeper, you are one of the lucky ones. Dragos glances up and away, towards the glassy dome of the yard. The eye is the best place you could be right now.
The eye.
The station, you'll see soon enough. Dragos impatiently sifts his weight. Look, I've got things to be getting on with, he trails off. There's an old freight container I've been meaning to use as storage out in the sacks. We haven't been pulling in much valuable scrap these days, so you are welcome to it. Something wells up inside of you. Emotion. Fatigue. You shakily get up to your feet. Alright, you head up there. You look like you need some rest. And with that, Drago stalks back into the Rex, his drones already converging on a rusting hulk. Plasma flashes silhouetting his spindly figure as he returns to work. So, how this game works is it's very board game-like. In fact, I know there are some games, I wish I could remember the names of them off the top of my head, some tabletop games that literally use some of these things like cycles, which you'll see here in a sec. So I have stuff I can like do now. I guess I have to end cycle because I need to rest. And then a couple things happen upon the start of a new cycle. I can't. I'll lose my voice if I try to read everything in this game, so I'm gonna save some of this, so we can see more of the game. But I'll let you still make choices.
Getting answers.
Getting answers. All right. Yeah, you need to understand what S&ARP did to you. But so many other questions. Dragos was nice enough to give you a place to stay. Not nice, but it's something. And now something's happening.
Bright polygonal shapes.
That's interesting. And again, I have to call it this game's writing. It's so good. It's so evocative, textural, like evoking what it's like to start to feel the cyberspace around you, literally.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something, I think we'll get to that in a sec. But for now, we can't be concerned with those things. We just gotta find a way to get by. So, at the start of a new cycle, a couple things happen. Our condition deteriorates a little bit because we need that medicine. The more it deteriorates, the fewer action dice we're gonna have. So, right now here at the top you see we have just enough of our condition still intact that we actually get 4 dice. If we are full condition, we get 5 dice. And as we deteriorate, we're going to get fewer and fewer dice at the beginning of each cycle. And these dice are what we use to accomplish tasks. Finally, there's energy, and that's like food. So we also, even though we're a robot, we do need to find food. We do eat.
Got it.
So we're going to leave this location. Run into Dragos again. I think he's going to give us some work. How are you feeling?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Good to hear. I know the container isn't much, but it'll keep you safe. All right.
Sure. Yeah, let's work.
Okay, so he's given us some work to do some junkyard work, some scrapping.
Chit. Is that our
So chits are the money we use out here.
air-walled cryo? Cool. Why?
Things are tough right now in the eye.
Okay. See you later, alligator.
Okay, so we only have this one place to do work right now. And this is explaining a lot. I could probably explain it a little faster. So what's going on here is I have these dice, and I'm essentially going to place them in spots.
Mm.
But whether something's safe, risky, or I think dangerous is like red and the highest thing, basically tells you
Mhm.
how likely you are to get a good outcome versus a bad outcome. I can tell you off the top, like straight up, that as long as if you have a 6, you are guaranteed to get the positive outcome. You can see here it says 100%. Here, if I put a 4, it's 25% chance of a positive, 50% of a neutral, which is just not much
Wow.
happens, and a negative. So this is like the kind of board game part of it. And obviously my 1 dice, oof, that's real bad. But if I do it in this safe spot, it's the best place I could use to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Alternatively, I think I can... I may not have enough locations yet. Yeah, I can... Oops. I don't want to end my cycle. And I am going to work. We'll do this one here. Get rid of it.
Yeah, being a robot and having to eat, that's pretty tough.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so this clock section is the thing that I know there's a tabletop game that does something like this. But I've essentially added some progress to this. I've pushed this clock forward a little bit with an okay success there, I think. So let's see, if I put this here, what's the chance? Let's just see what happens. Whole dissection. Oh, it's telling me I need to do this. It's kind of your quest guide, essentially, your drives.
So we didn't get an outcome, or oh, neutral outcome. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think we did okay there. We'll do this one in safe. Okay, so we're doing some manual salvage, and we did a good job.
Nice.
And then I'm going to put our 6 here, since we know we'll get a positive. Okay, we did a pretty good job. We got some money in our pocket. And ooh, we can go over here. So this is just something to know. It's a location. I don't think there's anything we can do with it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, we've unlocked some more locations. There we go. Okay. So here is another place we can do some work. We can just do some at the docks. Oops.
So each turn is just like deciding how to spend your actions.
Exactly, and how many actions you have is determined by how much degradation you have.
Can you lose the game, like if you potentially just like improperly?
It's a narrative game, so it has sort of like these narrative ends, but I'm pretty sure it always sort of like resets you a little bit before that, so you can just kind of like try a different path.
Gotcha.
So I'm trying to figure out... Oh, here we go. So this is a place I can use money, but I don't want to yet. I'm trying to find food. But I probably have to explore the market before I can do these things. So I just need to go to sleep. We're all out of energy.
The market does sound like a place that would have food. Indeed. Oh my gosh, being a robot and needing to go to the toilet? Even worse.
So, exactly. So Torch 161, Tharsis is definitely playing with some of the same kind of like dice mechanics. It doesn't. I don't think it has some of the same cycles, but definitely there's something there to your ability to do things every turn is determined by a bunch of dice that you roll. Okay, so something's happening. This time you don't wake up. Instead, the ghost of the station, that shifting skeletal ring, surrounds you. For a moment, you are gone, absent from your own body, stretched out across a colorless void. Then the connections begin to establish themselves, threads tugging on the edge of your mind. These threads become vectors of exchange and then extensions as you feel your thoughts slipping away down them, dissolving into the millions of distributed nodes they connect to. You see the station. No, you feel the station, like a web of texture in a smooth, black liquid.
Touch it.
You find a point in the station, and you connect to it, pulse through it, follow loops and paths under and around it. You touch more points that you have fingers, and then you try, in a moment of impulsiveness, to connect them. The flow passes through you so rapidly that you feel yourself being carried with it, splitting and separating, eddying and gathering. As you do, things occur to you, things that you can't possibly know. You reach out, try to grasp them, try to touch them too. You notice a tugging feeling pulling at you insistently, as if it were a small child. Somehow it is pulling in two directions at once. You look down. All of a sudden, everything shuts off. You come back trembling into this unfamiliar body, both yours and not yours all at once. You find yourself standing in the container, eyes now open to the dark steel walls. You feel a change within you, a shift. You close your eyes for a second, and you feel it waiting there, the station splayed out across your mind. A storm of connective nodes waiting to be explored, and then it is gone. So we
Weird
are
journey.
starving.
That's not good.
So
Okay,
we're gonna.
so
We need to explore the market because I'm pretty sure this is where we can find food. So, oof.
gotcha.
Hope it
Oh, so
works.
starving gave us one less dice?
Sorry, that was muted. There's a little orange track here up at the top, and that sort of determines our how much we've degraded from not having our medicine, and that determines how many dice we get every turn.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to remember what starving does to us. I think it degrades us faster, if I'm not mistaken. But
Oh, I see.
I didn't pay attention to. Oh, I have to build up my total local knowledge. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to burn it all here.
Popcorn pigeon. I wonder if robot me would have IBS. Oh, no luck with food?
No. Oh, okay. We don't have enough local knowledge yet. I was building it up here. I should have just asked her for directions. It was too risky. All right. Yeah, we just gotta go to sleep sometimes.
Starve
I guess we can
for
meet
one
the
more
doctor.
day. Look inside?
Okay. So there's a doctor's office here. It was being guarded by some guys out front. And the enforcer has let you in. And inside the doctor's office is Sabine. The character art, every character in this game you talk to has their own character art. It's just gorgeous. It's really good. Okay. And I think they can tell already that they know what you are. They begin to use their tools to diagnose you.
A few cycles.
And they continue checking you, and they say that your body is dying. And this person obviously knows the S and ARP, how it works.
How do you know this?
So they've encountered other sleepers before. So basically, since there's no reason to sell that special medicine for sleepers, there's not really an easy way to get it.
Hmm.
But it sounds like they may have a way to help. So she works for the Yadigan, who are, I think they could be described as an organized crime, but it's also sort of like a community protection, in the ways that sometimes those things can be, the lines between those things can blur in communities that are uh, overlooked by any kind of governing authority in this case.
Hmm.
Um, and she's recommending that they may be able to get us the medicine we need.
Ooh, dangerous and expensive. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Pliable head, if you could share your pie with us, please. Our character is starving, as you
Yeah.
can see.
We're hoping to get food tomorrow. Oh wait, does that say we can get food there? Oh, we found the food.
Oh,
Oh good, oh good, oh good, oh good. I like Imphis. He's one of my favorite characters in this.
marinated fungus.
Yeah, so this definitely,
Medible sliced vegetables.
I feel like if anybody reads the Expanse series, the cooking in this reminds me a whole lot of that game, or that book and TV show series. I guess on a space station, mold is a pretty easy thing to grow hydroponically or whatever. That just makes it sound so good.
Approach, because I'm hungry.
Oh yeah. All right, you join the queue. It's mostly made of off-duty salvagers, vac suits, unzipped and rolled down to expose stained vests, grubby mods, a lattice of scars and tattoos. They discuss the best food on the eye, the best drink, comparing notes on bright market dives, their words cut through with heavy spacer slang. Eventually, it's your turn, and you shuffle to the front. Imphis speaks in a deep, even tone without looking up. First try is free.
Ooh, okay. Thank him.
The smell is almost
First try.
unbearably strong as he cooks. The earthiness of the fungus laced with something so spicy the smoke makes your eyes water. The heat from the burner is like a bonfire and your skin hardens in its glare. I know you, sleeper. I know you, you sleepers. Imphis says while he cooks, his voice deep but clear. A hard life. A lot of stories. He glances up from beneath his cap with piercing eyes. I know.
Tell him a story.
You begin to tell him about your journey to the eye, and he nods as he cooks, his eyes never leaving his work. You tell him of the confusion, the pain, but also the sense of possibility and its sudden arrival. You tell him of the cold and dark of the container and the endless cycles spent within it. Now it seems, you tell him, like some dream that you once had but can never forget. You tell him that the eye excites you and scares you, and you are unsure where to walk, where to look, what to do. Eventually you tail off, running out of words. He places a plastic tray of steaming fungus in your hand. Next time we can talk some more, he smiles. But next time, you pay. He slams a
What?
heavy hand against a button on the burner side and it shuts off. The roar of the flame and its impressive heat fades. Next time then, sleeper. He waves you away, begins to oil the walk. Before you turn back to the alley, you notice the geometric patterns of circular scars across his forearms, each surrounding with a constellation of glinting pen marks. You walk away, and as you do, you take a bite of the rich, spicy, delicately sweet fungus. Your taste sensors light up like a fusion reactor. You'll be back.
Why does that sound good?
No.
I'm just like, oh, rich, spicy, flamed on a wok. Ooh,
It's just the writing in this game. It was just delicious.
yeah. It's like I could care less that it's fungus at this point.
And that character. You get to talk to him a lot more. It's great.
Awesome.
So we need to sleep though. We did get foods. We got 3 energy bars of food again.
We need to sleep in
Yeah.
Citizen Sleeper?
Yeah.
No. That's crazy.
So we're feeling that cyberspace again.
The void. Focus on the threads? Huh.
Hmm.
Woven from data strings.
The threads and nodes, passion puzzle boxes. One leads to another. There's so much here, so many answers, so many questions. All you need to do is follow the paths and open the boxes. You look out across this ghost landscape of exchange and see an opportunity. But then that insistent tugging again, pulling at you. You look down again and see two lines, two threads pulling in different directions as if they were tied around you.
The second.
The second thread leads in, pulling deep into the station. Your gaze follows it, and this time you see something. A sphere shimmering above a strange, angular body. A pulse shoots out from it, passing over you like a torch beam, testing you, tasting you.
Tasting me. Whoa, the first.
The first thread leads out away from the station into the inky black. Someone out there is tracking you, hunting you, following the thread to you. They are in a ship, and the ship is approaching ever closer with each cycle. You open your eyes. Time is short.
Oh my gosh, I wonder if it's the corporation coming to get us. Probably.
Hunted. Yep, it's put a cycle down here to tell us that there's someone tracking you, and they will be here before too long.
Wow.
Oh, and I think now we can just choose to access the cyberspace. Yeah, here it is. Wait, I thought that was it? Maybe not. Oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, there's a like cyber version of the whole station with nodes and things. Oh yeah, this is where I was wondering this. So, like an RPG, like a tabletop game, you do actually increase your skills, and this is showing how I think our interface skill is boosted because we're the operator, so we will actually be able to modify our die roll slightly, which is very helpful for something if you need to get this. Because unlike all the things on the reality, in the reality version of it, you kind of like get probabilities based on your die. In cyberspace, it's different. You just need to match a specific die number. So this is good though because this is where you can use 1 and 2 rolls that otherwise would be kind of bad. So, for instance, I can bypass this and extract some data.
Maybe we're being hunted by the family of the mushrooms we ate, coming to get revenge.
Sentient mushrooms. They did add a couple expansions to this. It's a possibility. Yeah, I think. Where else should we go? I guess I've been exploring the market. We may as well finish exploring that. Because it'll give us access. It'll give us more things to do once we've explored the location.
Right. Oh, local knowledge is full.
So yeah, I think that means that next time... Or no, did it change? Oh, it changed it. Okay, yeah. So now this is a place where we can play the exchange, basically gamble, or we can sell components.
Okay.
And let's see.
How do we get components to sell?
That'll be... I think we can get them kind of rewarded. Sometimes there's also... I guess like an RPG is just sort of like quest rewards and events will happen that give you chances.
Okay.
So let's go this other direction. There's a shipyard down here. Except these are risky and dangerous, so maybe with a 1 dice we shouldn't do these things. What about the rotunda? Yeah, I think we might just want to spin this in cyberspace.
Cyberspace on Cyber Monday.
So yeah, we can
let's go spend this 1 die at the Amazon.com node.
Oh no, but something happened. Did you hear that?
Oh,
As you drift back from the node, something latches onto you. A thread, strung tight around you, it tethers you in
the
place. A
taste.
taste. The voice makes you shiver, its source somehow both distant and close behind your ear. You see a
That's
distant
creepy.
glint of light shut off, and then suddenly a shape is at your side. It stalks around you, circling you like a shark, like a wolf. Entity unknown, astringent, processing.
Stay still?
Please hold.
Oh my god. What is this, Hunter?
The thread around you thickens until it is a ring, a cylinder. A tunnel of light circled around you. It is blinding for a moment, and then it is gone. As it fades, you see a figure, a creature in front of you. Its strange head flickers between different angles, reading you.
What did you do?
The shape paces around you on lithe legs, though there is no ground here to pace on. Entity, identify. Origin, serial, cadence. The figure faces you expectantly.
Uh, Sleeper, SNR.
Unknown. Known. The figure's strange head rotates. Brackish signature. Of and not of. Attempting interface. As the figure speaks more, threads begin to spiral from its head, thick, snaking, vine-like ribbons that flex and wave. They approach with intent.
Stop.
The figure halts its threads, its head twitching. Entity. Your identity is unknown. We only seek to correct illegalities. Can you affirm your legal right to sentience?
I'm a person.
Incorrect. You are an entity. All at once, Hunter's head is directly in front of yours, blocking your vision. You stink of their taste. The one from the sealed dock. Hunter shimmers with fury. I will find access. I will interface.
Sealed dock?
An entity hides in the rotunda. You are its puppet. Hunter extends a razor-edged thread. I will not be diverted from my task. It glows with murderous intent.
I'll strike, I guess.
You lash out with all your force, not a physical strike, but a focusing, a spike of interference leaping out like the tip of a spear. Hunter stumbles, shifts, separates. You open your eyes, blinking back into the station light, shaking with fear.
Well, that was
Not
something.
even cyberspace is safe.
Okay. And reset to play. This game works. It's like a very story narrative based game. And you have like turns where you spend your action dice to
We'll
try and
do-
make sure you don't starve and you don't die.
Do another one of those now, because we're all out of dice.
Yeah. Cyber Spooky Monday. Woohoo!
Alright, so, yeah, another progress on our clock.
Turn.
Someone wants us to wait up.
Hmm.
Fing is coming down the corridor towards you, a wonky grin on his broad face. Hey, glad I caught you.
Do I know you?
He grins. You do now. He puts a hand on your arm. I've seen you hanging around. Just want to chat. You staying in that thing? He nods back to the container, shaking his head. Rough. It could be hard to get a start on the eye. He looks way down the passage. What was it old Erlin said? The eye opens for us all. Nice idea, but, well, not always very practical. He glances back at you. We do our best, but it isn't easy.
Erlin.
You pass together to the main walkway. No one has told you about Erlin? He's the founder of this place. That's why it bears his name.
I see.
Havenage should organize some seminars, he laughs. Not really my department, though. I'm with systems.
Systems?
Everything that I runs on. He runs a hand along the passage wall. This place is a ruin, but systems keeps it spinning somehow. At least we try to. He stops you in the quiet passage. Look, that's not what I'm here to discuss. I saw you around, and, well, I know a little about you sleepers. I have a little proposition for you. He glances around, but this is not the place for it.
Oh.
I have an office just across the way. Give me a cycle or two to prepare, then when you are settled, stop by. He lowers his voice and gives you a dark look. In truth, I need you. If what they say is true about you sleepers, well, there's work to be done. He pats you on the back, his voice brightened, his dark look suddenly gone. Stay clean, sleeper. He walks off down the passage, raising a hand in farewell. So, I guess we might have some more work in a couple cycles.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
ooh, okay. So we got some good dice this time.
Oh, that's nice.
So
Yeah,
we could do
6,
some
4,
work
3.
at the shipyard. Um, with a good chance of success, and then we'll have enough. I mean, we have enough money, but we'll have more money to buy food.
Neutral
Ooh.
outcome. Dang.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll do this one. I should probably have eaten first. Oh,
Negative outcome. Oh,
burning up all our food. Okay, we need we
rough
need food.
day.
Rough day. Sometimes that's what happens. But we can always get
Order fungus.
some fungus.
For 15.
And gives us a
Wow.
couple days.
Okay.
Okay, we've got one more. How about... I guess we could just go back to Dragos' yard. Less chance of getting hurt here. Oh, we're bad at this. I forgot. We actually have a skill that we're... Oof. Yeah, let's do this one. There we go. Got some money. Paid for our lunch.
Huzzah.
Alright, new day.
Inching closer to being hunted.
And closer to
Love
death.
it.
We really need that medicine. Oh, it looks like it's ready, actually.
Oh,
Okay.
buy a vial of stabilizer. I have it. Oh my gosh. It looks authentic, but they have no idea if it really is what it appears to be.
Mm.
I don't care. We need to
Okay.
be careful, but I'm not sure we have another choice.
So yeah,
Okay.
this is... I think I'll highlight again, so people understand, like, this... The game is not only written very well, but it's so real, even though it's a cyberpunk game. Like, it has things about... Um, unions and labor drives and how that can even be captured by management. It has things like this about how, in a way, like health insurance can trap people who have medical issues into like a cycle of not being able to afford that medicine, being dependent on it, and then their bodies being literally unable to function in modern capitalism. This is kind of like a common through line of all this of gig work. That's something the creators mentioned specifically. So it's a really powerful game for how its messages, as much as they're cyberpunk and spaceships and futuristic, they're very, very relevant to today. So essentially they're telling you that this medicine is what keeps your body from attacking and destroying its own organs and systems. So you need a very... And kind of funny, I think she's... I interpret this almost as she's describing this medicine, is it's not that this medicine actually like is just like, you know, they built these bodies and they deteriorate, you know, they're so advanced, they just need this thing to immunosuppress them. They actually built in DRM in a way. They built DRM into the organs of your body, and it needs these passcodes to keep functioning, which is just like an extra fucked up way that capitalism can and labor work in this world.
Which means? Okay.
So,
all right.
have to try it.
Let's do it.
Don't have a choice?
Yeah.
So trying a small dose. A sensation begins to spread from the site, a fizzing, trembling wave that disperses through your arm with incredible speed. Your vision goes white, and when it returns, Sabine appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade into darkness as you settle back against the bed. You swim in darkness. Muffled noises, like an argument heard from underwater. Prickling waves of cold. When you sit back up, Sabina's sitting in a chair by the window, facing away from you, backlit by the glow of their slate. Awake.
Yes.
So it appears to be the real stuff.
Cool.
Still, though, Sabine looks troubled, despite the fact it worked out. But they need to get to their other patients.
Let's leave.
But it seems like... Okay, you want to just leave?
Yeah. Gonna have to pay for our next dose. I don't know.
Yeah, we got one
much
freebie
that's
again,
gonna be,
but
oh boy.
oh my goodness. Oh my god, Clarica, Barica,
Oh whoa.
50
Oh my god.
tier 1 subs? Incredible. Thank you so
Oh
much.
my god.
Oh my god.
Holy crap. Thank you.
That's amazing.
Holy moly. Clarica, Barica, more like Clarica Awesomeica.
And on this Cyber Monday, what a beautiful gesture.
Yeah, cyber gift giving on Cyber Monday. Great way to do it. Congrats to anybody who got one of those subs. Heck yeah.
All right. So, yeah, you can see at the top our yellow bar is full. I guess it turns orange, but we
awesome. We're stable.
Good on our medicine.
Very cool. Very cool.
Oh, hello, Simone is in the chat.
Simone's in the chat, in the office, playing with the F1 rig.
Yeah. So yeah, now we can stop by here and just pay 100 cryo for our medicine. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is where I guess I didn't get to the point where this game is making, I think, not too subtly, about market-based health insurance, that you have to buy this expensive medicine to stay alive.
Holy crap.
And I can't see... It hits me because I take a medicine that I inject every 2 weeks that essentially allows me to walk without incredible discomfort. So this game, I understand pretty fundamentally the point it's making there.
Yeah.
Now we have two good dice this time. Next time around we'll get a full 5 dice. So
exciting.
So let's see. How about we continue? Whoa. We can afford, I guess, to do this time. Oh no, actually what I wanted to do, I want to buy more food right now. Just get us full.
Fully full, fully stable.
Oh.
Heck yeah.
And then let's go.
Plus fungus van.
We'll keep doing.
It's a great quality.
This stuff. Get this guy back in business. Ah, well.
Negative outcome.
We still got money. We just lost extra energy.
Wow.
But we'll do again. Okay.
Neutral outcome. Okay.
So I think that means something's progressed there. I'm not sure if he'll talk. Oh yeah, now he'll talk to us.
Oh.
So something's going on here. He's brought in a big new ship for scrapping.
It looks ugly to me.
But it's grade A scrap. Apparently.
Place was on its last legs when you turned up, and now look at this. What happened?
Oh. What did happen?
I managed to convince our salvager friends to give it to me on credit. That's what happened. No, what happened to the ship? Not my concern.
He doesn't seem to care much how a scrap came to be scrap.
Interesting.
And you realize that you also appeared in this scrapyard. Is this how you came in on a dead ship that was arrived mysteriously?
Let's
Let's do it.
let's do it.
All right.
I feel like I'll agree to anything at this point. Like we're on a giant hunk of metal in space, like on the edge of death. So
All right. So we finally we have finally gotten our first upgrade to our operator. So, yeah, I guess we're probably not going to play too much more of this game, but this will just get a sense of the little bit of sort of character upgrading you get to do in this game. It costs no. So all of these first skills just cost 1, and the next time it costs 2. Or sorry, it's up here at the top. Here is 1 upgrade point to go from negative to 0, 0 to 1, and then after that it costs 2 to get the kind of like next bonus.
right.
And then for 3 points, I think you can upgrade it. You kind of get an extra thing.
Okay. Obsessive Haggler sounds like that would be a good Pop Tropica username. I feel that. Obsessive and haggling. Just like me, for real, for real.
Gain energy after any engage action. Chance to gain random scrap.
How many hours was your playthrough of this game?
I want to say it took me a week, where I'd put in like maybe an hour or so. So I feel like it's you can get through the story satisfyingly in like under 6 hours.
Oh wow. Okay.
Maybe even on as few as 4 if you're just kind of like. If you're playing it very much like it's a story and just seeing what you encounter is what you encounter, but it's also a game, and I know myself included will play it and want to see as much as I can, get as many of the stories and side quests and whatever, and see as many endings as I can. So actually, even though I got one ending that I wanted kind of and felt like yes, this is the ending I felt like my character would go for, based on like the relationships I had built and that sort of thing. But then after that ending, I went back in and did some of the other endings just to see what they were. And the endings in this are very different. There are very different ways your character can sort of finish their story in this game. And also there's new content I forgot they added since it came out earlier this year that I've not actually touched yet. So now that I've played this again, I might actually check that out.
Yeah, I have no clue what the endings are myself, obviously, but I can imagine in such a slightly depressing space game, it's like you don't really know whether things are going to work out or not in terms of like freedom or life versus death, and I think that's pretty exciting in terms of figuring out what the ending's going to be.
And I will say, as much as like some of the themes this game is riffing on are depressing real life issues, this game is actually quite hopeful in a lot of ways. It is very much positive on the idea of community, and sort of how mutual aid sort of and ideas about how humans can interact in ways other than capitalism, which are perhaps more healthy and able to find ways of getting by in the world. So yeah, I highly recommend this game. It is on Xbox Game Pass. You can also get it off of, I'm sure, many digital stores. But yeah, I'd highly recommend checking it out. I'm gonna just go through Fing here. He's got a quest that's a lot about the hacking side of it, which we saw a little bit of that world. And
it's incredible.
That's incredible. He's pretty proud of it. He's got a bunch of computers. He works in the IT department, sort of Haven Edge, which we didn't get much into Haven Edge. They're the ones who are running that big dock that we did a really bad job of working at and hurt ourselves. But let's see.
I can see it.
Oh yeah, we can see into the cyber world. We see the cyberspace. Um,
They are tracking me.
yeah, it's not good. So, and this is the thing. He's the one who tries to help us deal with that issue of somebody tracking us.
Nice.
Basically a deal. He wants help looking at old files. He'll help you.
In.
Cool.
I am in.
And he's giving us a cipher. So these things I didn't actually get through in the cyber world. There are these circular nodes, which are the ones where you can... Oh, sorry, I had it backwards. Circular ones are the things I wanted to talk about. They're like things you hack, but you don't use dice. You have to use these little items, and so like I put an item in here, and then I can do this action.
Mm-hmm. Also, popcorn pigeon. It's oh yeah, they just answered it in chat, but yeah, in other waters, rated 9 out of 10 on Steam. Sounds pretty good. Players take on the role of an AI that assists a xenobiologist in exploring an alien world.
Now wait,
Sounds
where
pretty cool.
I have played that. Was that the studio? Yes. This, I was wondering why they mentioned it. Yes, I have played that game. It is also excellent story-based game. It's a lot about cartography and biology, like field notes in the sense of like going into an alien space and actually taking detailed notes on animals.
Alien field notes on aliens. That's
yes.
cool.
And actually gaining like behavioral information about them and bio like anatomical. It's very thorough and it's a beautiful story. I really like that game. I would highly recommend it.
Nice.
I think that came out in 2020 or 2021. But okay, so I'm gonna pop the stay tuned thing on while I quit this game and load up Signalis. Just another excellent. This game is existentially terrifying. It is a horror game. It is. It's not by any means the worst or scariest because, as we'll soon see here, the game is very much trying to look for is trying to be a certain kind of aesthetic, and that aesthetic is PlayStation 1.
Cyber Spooky Monday. I also totally thought that the quietly poggers in the chat was like a person, but then I realized it was Nightbot. Quietly poggers.
Okay. And I need to share this with you again.
I have chocolate almonds sitting in front of me and I want to eat them so bad.
Maybe just if you turn your mic on mute, you're okay.
If I just
share screen, that's what I'm looking for. Where's Signalis? Oh no, is it not gonna let me? Well, hold on now. So I'm trying to get the Discord to share my screen, and it doesn't want to share Signalis.
I'm enjoying these almonds, just so you know. I've muted myself, but I'm enjoying these almonds.
So I'm just going to share screen. Okay. Can you? Yeah, you can see that, right?
Yes, I can.
So, okay, we'll take off stay tuned. And here we are. Oh man, it's so dark in my room. Spooky. Yeah, I'll boost my camera a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Throwback to the Monopoly stream when Simone is sheepishly opening a bag of like chips or something like that, and Pat immediately looks up and is like, Simone, what are you doing?
Wasn't gonna let her get away with that. No sound crimes. As if we can help it. Okay, so I'm gonna Get my controller plugged in. This is not the very, very beginning. I'm loading up. It's a little bit after. So yeah, this is Signalis. And it is a throwback horror game. It is definitely trying to evoke Resident Evil, like the original on PlayStation, with a sort of isometric view. You have puzzles. You're interacting with things in the environment. You're doing stuff like that, and you're doing some combat with some monsters. There's a story here that's really much more complex than it appears, and evokes things like classical paintings, and there's a lot of German in it. I honestly, I'll say that some of it is over my head, but I've enjoyed reading about it and understanding that like the people who made this game are very smart, and they put smart things in it. And there's also
Smart things for smart people.
it's also fun. I enjoyed playing the game. It's extremely atmospheric and moody. And you're sort of a robot created, I think it's sort of a security robot. But
Thank you, Popcorn Pigeon. This game is also on Game Pass.
it
Sick.
is indeed.
Well, Game Pass should sponsor us.
Okay, so I should look at my map and figure out where. Okay, so yeah, you got a map, and these blue doors I can go through. Yellow, I need to figure out what I need to do to get through that yellow door. You start the game in a spaceship that, actually, I'm not sure if I've gotten past that point, so I guess I won't spoil that. Okay, so here we are. This is the room. Requires a key, so I need to find a key somewhere.
Key.
And I'll bet I can find a key in... Oh, I haven't checked these rooms, so that's a locked door. And that's a locked door. And that's a broken door. But that's not a broken door. Okay. So I'm a replica. I don't use free.
Also like Citizen Sleeper, you're like a copy?
Yes. In fact, it's a pretty it's a specific part of the game that the robots in this are all based, their sort of mental, their consciousness, I guess, is literally a copy from someone. And there's some stuff in this that's about like, you know, when you copy a copy, like, does something start to deteriorate? And there's also some interesting things about the like psychological profiles of the robots in this, where they seem to use the copy of someone's actual consciousness, but without their actual memories, but they still have some of the sort of, I don't know, like fixations or interests that person did. So it's like these robots are calmed if you let them paint. Don't let them talk to each other. Like, so, it's like, you know, just have to, or it'll call back something in their past self. Okay, so we've got a thing where if I can find an aperture card. Do I have an? I don't have that, right? I have a photograph. Okay.
Yeah, Mechtel, I believe it was Clarica Barica who dropped like 50 subs. So shout out to them.
Okay, so someone's kept the wall safe to the default setting.
Oh, change the game name. I don't know if you can do it, Clayton, but I'm logged in on my laptop downstairs, and I can go grab that real quick. If minimizing the window would.
No, I can totally change that super quick. I got it right here.
Sweet. Sweet. Oh yes, good point. Ryan Sonora though. Teeth is not one of our emojis. It's one of Jenna's. A Jenna sub. Yeah, we're much more piss based than teeth based, and you know, piss and teeth they don't go together.
Right. So now we got some more places to explore up here. Can't go there.
Pissless.
There. Oh yeah, we do have the pissless is here.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that actually got announced.
Oh yeah, I think
Pissless was
Pissless got
approved.
added on Thanksgiving Day, actually. It was approved. So,
Okay, so in this game you do have some moments where there's character art, and again, I think it's definitely trying to evoke games like PlayStation games from the 90s. Um, so you do have some of these sort of like cutscenes. So yeah, I think Gestalts, that's what all of these robots are.
mhm.
Okay, so we need to get
Okay,
downstairs.
trying to go down into the mine shaft. Definitely doesn't sound creepy, not at all. Sounds very safe.
Oh, we got a key. Okay. I think I remember where that's supposed to go.
Gestalt.
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 That's German. Gestalt.
Gestalt. Gestalt.
Alright.
I'm just bringing this up because I think it's kind of funny, and I've only heard it from one person ever before, but I'm interested if chat anyone agrees with this. But one of my friends finds German accents very attractive.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like the first time I've ever heard that. Because normally people just, kind of make fun of German accents. But yeah. Does anyone else hold that belief?
Sound up in the chat. German accent.
Any German accent fans out here?
Okay, so we have a note.
Nice, Dirk Pit, nice.
Okay, so this is just some corporate memos, it seems. Oh, we got a gun. I'm gonna need that. We got an aperture card, so we can go use that device. And this just tells us how to use it, but I know how to use it. So we'll go to our aperture device. We'll also equip our weapon.
Yeah, I think these are all fair takes.
Okay,
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
That dead body's gonna get up. Yes, it is.
Oh my god, combat.
I can go step
So is that
on
like
it.
a person, a monster? Is that like another
So
replica?
it's another replica, but disfigured, bloodied. Kind of, it's all of its biological. This did happen earlier in the game when I found one of these things and it described what it was. It is technically, I am a type of one of these, but it was it looks diseased, basically, like something infected its biological parts.
I see.
Oh, actually, do go up here to the library. Oh, and someone else is here now. Or are they?
Oh?
This game definitely plays with timelines and like when things happen.
Okay.
So the combat, I did have to aim. It felt like I think there's probably a little bit of auto aim, but don't quote me on that. I'm not positive. I will say this: the reason I played this game is because people said it plays like it's like a throwback to Resident Evil, the original tank controls, but if they actually played well. So the controls to my feel are just they work. They don't feel like they're getting in the way ever, except towards one part in the game when I felt frustrated because it was a bit hectic and I couldn't navigate precisely the way I wanted to. But I don't know if that's just because that part of the game was very difficult and it was meant to be like a challenge. But yeah, I would say it feels good. Okay, so yeah, this person is just got something they need to take care of.
All right, not suspicious at all.
Mm-mm. Just fine. I have something I need to take care of. I'm gonna put my aperture card in here. Oh, and look, it's instructions for that code manual that tells us the default is 20 45 12. 20 45 12.
Just going to go do some errands with my big old butcher knife. Just gotta, pick up the milk, refill my spaceship with gas, and then, I don't know, murder a couple people. Just everyday errands.
Bongo. And there's puzzles like this that become very first person, like interacting with it. It's kind of, again, feels like a Resident Evil game. And we get the classroom key. Which means we're headed up this way. Ooh. Ooh. Pick this up. Is that something I can pick up? Yes, it is.
Ooh.
Repair patch. And is that ammo? Yes. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we'll go to the classroom now. There's a hole. So this... Now having played this whole game, this game definitely has a motif of holes. Again, I'm not saying that because I have any smart idea of why or what that means, but I noticed it.
I think it's just creepy, No one likes
creepy.
descending into darkness.
They're one way, so I'm not going to come back down. Holes. There we go. Thank you, chat.
And Clayton's playing Reset.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
Oh, well, we found out. Is that the same?
I think it's someone
person?
else.
Someone else, right. They look different. It was just the butcher knife. I was like, oh,
Right,
were these the errands they had to go do? Right, okay. Holes, they feel like they're one way. It's like, can you get out of the hole? Very intimidating, jumping into a hole.
I just don't like when a body's there. It's going to wake up and try to kill me. Or not.
Or not.
But this one might. Found someone's diary.
You should put it back down. I don't think we can read that. It's private.
It's private. A worker's uniform. Okay, this room doesn't seem to have much. Wait, what was that? No, okay. And another stealing stuff. Another diary. Oh no, they're feeling sick. I don't like that.
The new flu going around. Interesting.
Oh boy. Tell me about it. Scrawled note. Kick them while they're down. Someone's having a bad time. Actually, this is an important recommendation to how you deal with enemies in this game. Because they're not dead when they fall to the ground.
Uh-huh.
Alright, we got a service request form. Ah, the lock on staff door in A6 is jammed again. And this is the lock on A4. It's jammed again.
Wartung Sklop.
Well, alrighty then.
Someone's writing a punk song. Kick a mother down. Kick a mother down.
And do some. There's definitely, it's backtracking. You got to do some. I'll say the puzzles. I enjoyed the puzzles a lot overall. I feel like there's only one I had to kind of look up what I was missing, but there's some that, you just have that aha moment that feels real good when you're just like, oh, that's how I solved the puzzle, and then it all works out. If I remember correctly, I need a key for this elevator, so I don't think I can get in it yet.
Man, we need keys for everywhere.
Yeah, it's
I
very Resident Evil in that sense.
This is why, like, in the real world, we should abolish keys and lock doors. Because, like, what if you're in the apocalypse and
Well,
you're trying to get through somewhere?
yeah,
It's not practical.
think of all the
Locking doors, not practical at all.
people trying to get by in an apocalypse, and you've locked your door.
I think that would be my first law as president. No locked doors. Anywhere.
Ooh, creepy. We're in the elevator.
Those
I
are
need a.
long words.
Oh, I found a key though. Service hatch key.
Oh.
Yay. I'd say this is a game. You can do it around 12 hours. I will say this: it has a fake out ending.
Oh.
And I thought I had beaten the game and was like, that was an abrupt ending, but okay. And I started to look online at a like explaining the ending of Signalis video
Interesting.
when I was like, I don't remember any of this.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, it turned out I was not the only person who had that experience.
Oh my gosh. That's fun. Yeah, I don't think zombies should ever be able to open doorknobs. I think that sounds like not a zombie.
Oh, Jenna, it happened
I
to
guess
Jenna too.
yeah.
Oh man, yeah, it's a very convincing fake ending. Okay. So what we got to do here, if I remember correctly, is this is a special for key device for lock picking, and we've got to get the lines to line up. I think we want. Is it this? I don't remember which line needs to line up. I think it's all the gray ones. This one needs to go down. Am I doing this right? I think I'm doing it. There we go. Okay. And we're through. Still haven't found a zombie in a bit, which is just making me more and more nervous. Oh, the butterfly.
Cute.
We'll come back to the butterfly box. And is this a room I can save in? Yes. Okay. So we've got a box. You have I would say the thing I was surprised by is how much inventory management you have to do. It's not a Resident Evil style Tetris suitcase. It's just a good old fashioned, you got 6 slots. And that includes
Wow.
your gun. And if you want another gun, it's another slot. And each one of those has to have their own slot for ammo. And you have to carry quest items around. It was frustrating a lot, honestly, because like sometimes I had no open space to pick up a quest item. I had to go drop stuff off or use up a health item or something. I mean, but it's like, if that sounds bad to you, I can understand it. It's annoying, but it's also part of this game's like resource management aspect.
Right.
You can't waste ammo; it's precious. So, let's see. Actually, I'm gonna store my photo. I don't need to have that on me anymore. And another health pack, which is nice, and I can save. So I'll just save over one of my old games. Alright. A lot going on in here. Got a key to the East Wing. A poster. character, important to the game, but I won't say more than that. Another thing about the wall safe codes. These things are precious. I don't even want to equip it because I don't want to use it accidentally. But it's practically an auto kill, or it's an auto down. Especially later in the game when you're facing very powerful enemies, these things are just.
Oh, so an auto down, and then you can start kicking them while they're down.
And then you can kick them when they're down. Yeah.
Great.
So I guess I'm probably not going to play this game for that long. This game save, so I'll just go ahead and equip those. But if I was really trying to be like precious with my inventory,
right.
Oh, I don't know this code yet. I have to figure it out. I think I know the puzzle for that one, but I don't have the full information yet because I don't have my radio equipment. And there we go. And we're going to look in this room. Oh, we found some a repair patch on the toilet.
Delicious.
And this one's occupied. Is someone inside?
Could it be a zombie?
I wonder if there's a way to open it. I don't want to waste a bullet to shoot it, but...
Right.
I wasted a bullet. It didn't do anything.
Oh no.
Alright, and then this is a repair gun, which is good. Repair spray. Some more ammo.
Question for chat and or Clayton. Would you rather live in a dystopian desert wasteland future or a dystopian space cyberpunk future? So basically choosing between sand and cold hard steel, more or less.
I think, unfortunately, I would pick the cold hard steel.
Yeah.
Creepy room. So the combat, like kind of one trick to it is that if you wait a couple seconds, you like slowly target, and then you do more damage with a fully like zeroed in shot. And because saving your ammo is so important in this game, like it's worth it to try. But of course, when you have a bunch of enemies bearing down on you, you can't like wait for your little targeting reticle to be perfect. So it can be tough. I will say that I learned after a while that you sometimes just have to run. You just don't get to fight enemies.
I also am a fan of the strategy of running away from things.
It works here.
Yeah.
It works here mostly because when you go into another room, they do not pursue. So as long as you can get to a door, you're safe.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, it seems like a lot of answers for space, but then a good amount of answers for desert.
Some people hate space, though, and I understand it.
Yeah. Yeah, sand gets everywhere. You don't want sand in your undies, so gotta go with space because of that.
Oh, these things are bigger and badder.
Oh, and there's 2 of them.
Oh, ow.
And...
Running.
Yikes.
I'm gonna not kill that one right now. Because I need to reload. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. We're fine. Oh my god.
They just don't... Oh, and they go fast.
Those ones are faster, yes.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, she's cool.
She's chill.
Storch. So I'm an Elster unit. And this is a Storch unit.
More desert in the desert than space? Maybe.
Administrator. Yeah, this is... So I think right now we're on a planet... Actually, I should just use my... Zap!
Zoip.
We're on a planet of. This is a solar system. It's not our. It's not our solar system. It's not Earth and Jupiter and whatever. It's a different solar system. I think we're on the farthest planet out. We're at like a little research outpost or mining outpost, I think. But not a very populated planet. Oh, wait, see, this is it. This is what I mean with my inventory is so small. I don't have enough room for it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it does sound very scary being in space, like being at some mining outpost. Then, no, sounds scary.
That's cost effective. I need to get back to the room to lock. Oh, it's up there. Okay. Ah! God, they're all so many zombies now.
Yeah, we didn't see any zombies for a while, and now they're everywhere.
Yeah. Haha, too slow. Drop off some of my shit. I'm gonna need that key. I'll put those away and that. Okay, we're good now. Oh, that's not the West Wing. Okay. Oh, I should go pick up that thing, actually. Too slow.
just passing them by.
So when I first played this early area, I was not running away nearly as much because I didn't think I could. And what's funny is then I started playing like, oh yeah, I can just run past everything. But at a certain point, you start fighting enemies that are much harder, and it becomes a lot riskier to just run by enemies. So it's not like this game is you can just defeat every enemy by running past them. It definitely gets harder.
Because like other enemies, they'll take like a single swing at you and like kill you.
It's that as they have other more unique ways of attacking you that you'll just find a lot more of them in one room, and then it becomes much harder to run by all of them. You also get more weapons and different weapons, so you get more powerful as well. Okay, so we have 1/2 of a key. I probably should have just gotten rid of you. Okay, is this the West Wing? Yes.
A rolling city full of post-human anarchists. That does sound fun.
Oh no, wait, I want to go in there.
I think I like the heat of the desert compared to the cold of space.
Oh, that's a good point.
I've always been growing up in Texas. I really like heat.
How's New York's November doing it for you?
Yeah, you know, okay with jackets. Like I don't mind it. It's not too bad, you know. Global warming's got my back. It's making things warmer every year.
I visited Austin, Texas, 2017, I think, maybe 2018. And I went in December because I kept hearing people say, "Oh yeah, it's great in December. It'll be 65." We have a great time. And then I went there, and of course, almost the entire week it's like raining and in the 40s.
Oh,
unnaturally.
Sucks.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
Except the last day, but it was still nice. I enjoyed the tacos. The breakfast tacos were amazing.
Oh yeah, tacos. Texas
okay,
tacos.
It's just
yeah,
some
I'm not
memos.
even sure. Not even sure what the best month to visit Texas is anymore.
Ugh. No.
73 and sunny in Austin today.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
Ooh, this is a Scary room. Okay, so this is useful.
Mm.
Not right now, but very soon. Um, yeah, because I don't have the module yet, but I know I'll be getting it soon.
The interrogation room, the most friendly room on the whole spaceship.
Yeah, looking great.
No bad memories here.
All right, come on, come on. Ah! I don't know if there's anything in here for me. Come on. Holy shit, am I out of ammo? Oh my god.
Oh?
That was a bad time to have to reload. Oh, could have been worse. Oh, another repair spray. Okay. So this was a prison. Definitely. Not great.
How big is the spaceship?
So sorry, we were on a spaceship earlier. No, in fact, I think I had it wrong. I think the prologue, which I skipped, I didn't even start with the prologue today. I think that's when you were on a crashed spaceship, and then you kind of do a.
Hmm.
Is it a flashback? Is it a flash forward to this building?
Mm-hmm.
This mining outpost on a distant planet.
Right.
Oh, that's still locked too. Okay, well, I guess I have everything in this room. Damn. Okay,
And
so
yeah, Torch, I suppose you can find anarchists wherever. You can find them in space too. Yeah.
oh, I have both keys for the butterfly box, don't I? Yes. Okay. Okay.
Ooh.
So we can combine them, and now we have a butterfly key.
Find out what's in the butterfly box.
What's in the butterfly box?
Is it a butterfly? It
We'll
just
find
gives us a
out.
moment of brief happiness where we remember what it's like to see animal life. Heck yeah.
Oh, there's still. Oh, that one's coming back, and that one's still there.
Oh,
Not
that's nice.
fast enough.
That's nice.
All right, so now we're
The
gonna open up.
butterfly box. Butterfly.
What?
Oh, that's not a butterfly. The plate of eternity.
Hmm. This isn't a cutscene anymore. I'm controlling in first
Oh, you're
person.
controlling this. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Interesting.
It's a big box.
There are base lawyers. That's glowing red. We shouldn't touch that.
I don't even
That's
see what I
scary.
touch. There's nothing to touch there. Achung. Okay. So, yeah, this is crazy to me because they don't do that often in this game, but this is just like the exact same little rooms you've been going through,
but in first person.
Yeah. All right.
Exactly. Red is the no-touch zone.
And let's see, what do we got here? Ooh. Fancy piece
Pamphlets?
of hardware. A replica radio module. Thank you. And a manual. I love the graphic design on these things. Yeah, so I now have a module in my head that allows me to hear radio waves. Which might be why this says 160.
Oh, to set the radio.
So I could turn the radio, and there's nothing at most of these signals. Now, interestingly, this has a signal at 100. And
The transcription.
Yeah, it's transcribing it for me.
And rot front.
forecast. So Rotfront is one of the planets in the solar
Yes.
system.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm going to change dial in 160. So you end up using this radio receiver for a number of puzzles in the game.
That's a long number.
Yeah, that's probably too many numbers. But I think the interesting thing, I haven't shown this yet, is that the radio keeps playing when I'm not in there.
Hmm.
So this is just hearing the sound I'm making. So yeah, this little dream sequence is just trying to like train you how to use the radio as a puzzle solving device.
Mm.
But yeah, so you'll use that at various points in the game.
And now we're back.
Now we're back. We have and we still have our radio transmission thing in our head. So that's what we actually got from that.
So the real butterfly was the radio all along.
Yeah, exactly.
I see. I see how this game works.
And now if we go back to this room where there was a wall safe, I kind of skipped this earlier because it didn't matter yet, but this memo was saying that some worker is broadcasting the frequencies for the wall safe. Why would they do that?
Oh. Why would someone do that? Yeah.
I wonder if we can dial in. Oh. We're getting something. That looks like a code to me.
21627.
21267. Did I do that right? No. Or did I?
I love this riffing on all the illegal actions that, aliens would probably take. Like making copies of audiobooks without permission of the copyright holder. As they make the copies, they yell, "Haha, we do not recognize human laws."
Oh, there's multiple ones going. Okay. 92837. All right. Clear.
2, 8, 3, 7.
No, not that one.
So wait, why aren't these codes working?
There's a bunch of them. I'm just trying all of them. Maybe the puzzle told me which one it would be. Oh, there we go. Here it is. 20451. 20451. Not that one either. I think I've gotten the bottom of the spectrum, but what about the top? Oh, no.
Yet another reason, no locks in order to prepare for the apocalypse. Otherwise, this whole number thing, it wouldn't be an issue.
I think this is the one I already did. 627. Oh yeah, I did that one. Okay. 80416. 80416. Okay, it's gonna be the last one I'm gonna check. I wonder if it said somewhere. 0690. That's not a full code. 6069. Nice. 0. Hell yeah, nice. We're in. And we got another card.
Oh, what trading card game is this a part of?
The one that lets you unlock more doors.
Oh, how practical.
Yeah. So let me see our map. Oop. So that's a locked door. I think is that the only locked door I have? Yep, that's where I gotta go. Alright.
Awesome.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna grab Put that away. Don't need that. Oh, I have that already. Okay. Yeah, we're good then. Do a
The
save.
code? The code was
69 420.
69420. I don't know why we didn't try that first. That's definitely like the overwrite code.
Mm-hmm. Oh god. See, that's the issue when you don't kill the zombies every time you go through a room, is that you forget that they're there the next time you run through.
And you're just pleasantly greeted again.
Yeah. To the elevator. I thought I had it. Oh, elevator
Mine
control. That's right. The other elevator.
Is this how we drop into Minecraft?
This is how we go to Minecraft.
I was actually banned from Hypixel for I think like 150 days because it said I cheated. But I swear
Hey.
I've never cheated in Hypixel. I think what it might have been is maybe I had some sort of mod like thing from my single player world like that carried over to Hypixel. I don't know.
Okay.
But it said I cheated. Now I can't go on Hypixel.
I think I left the card that I need to open this elevator.
Oh no. Do you know where you left it at least?
I think I put it in the box in my storage for some reason.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Do a little juke.
It's like so dark and I can't quite make them out, but like I don't know why it looks like they're wearing like high heel boot.
I mean, they do. I think they just kind of have stilt legs, so it does look a little bit like that.
Yeah.
Okay, did I put my ID? Oh, I put the ID card in here. I'm a dumbass.
I'm such an elite hacker that I don't even know how I hacked it. Literally no one can decipher my hacks, not even me.
I have heard of people who wrote code in a it's okay. They wrote code in an altered state and then found it the next day and were like, I have no idea how I wrote this. And I'm never going to be able to fix it or change it.
Oh my gosh. So we're going down now?
Now we're going down. We finally got an ID card.
Well, that's very scary because I think the lower you go, the scarier it gets.
No, wait. Go. Though. Oh, I'm on 2. Let's go down there.
Oh god. Cute girl robots, but with no feet. Oh, so sad.
Something happened.
Yeah, the most dystopian robot world is like robots that need to eat, they have to shit, they have IBS, and
no in this one they have memories that they don't understand and can't escape from another life that is not theirs.
Why would we make robots worse than real people? I don't know.
Dang it. So the machine had a power glitch and it ate my ID card.
Oh, so are we now just stuck on the 3rd floor?
Yeah, we're stuck on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
The hospital wing. Great place to be after
yay.
A pandemic or something.
Nothing creepy about hospitals.
So there's a shotgun in there. Would love that.
But it's probably bulletproof glass, right?
Yeah. And it's... Oh, can I actually go there right now? I can. Haha. I got a shotgun. I don't need to save. Living on the edge. What's in here? Oh, yeah, there's this whole... There's like a couple of puzzles in this area that use an old-style computer interface. Excuse me. Hopefully I can find one of those here in the next 10 minutes.
Considering this is, oh, I spoke too soon. I was gonna say, considering this is the
Oh
hospital
my god.
floor, I was like, I'm surprised there aren't more like zombies, because like people that caught the flu and then just zomboed out.
Yeah, there are definitely plenty of zombies on this floor.
Oh, there are. Great to
Yeah,
hear.
we'll find them. So yeah, we got a big keys. You want keys? I put keys in your keys so you can have 5 keys to open up single fucking door. Um,
God, the locked apocalypse, my worst nightmare.
sword.
This is the epitome of it.
So this is a cool puzzle that we'll need to remember later. It has to do with a keypad. Secret puzzle. Got a pump room key. Now
Time to
this
pump.
is one of those holes I was talking about. We could jump down there, I think.
Oh,
Oh no,
and
can
go
we?
to like
No, wait.
the
Okay, yeah, I can if I want. Oh, it's flooded. Right. I need to get the pump room key. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, and then you can
Locks from the other
pump out the
side.
water.
Something's there and it's walking towards me. I don't like it. Down.
Gosh, yeah. So these zombie things, they like hold weapons, right? Like knives and
Oh,
stuff.
they shoot. Some of them also do shoot later.
Some of them shoot later. See, that's so crazy. That's literally like a worst nightmare. Zombies that have guns and knives.
Yeah, it's rough. Um,
Are
leaving
there
those
any movies that do that?
where the zombies shoot guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's zombies that like keep some level of intelligence.
Because
I'm
I
trying
think
to
the
think
most
of
I
it.
ever see is like zombies know how to climb things, zombies know how to run,
Yeah, but like,
but they never like pick up big rock or like
yeah, don't
baseball bat and try to kill you.
drive a
Yeah.
car or something.
Yeah.
Um,
Warm bodies. Hmm.
I've not seen that. This could be one. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, this is a cool one. So this is an X-ray device.
Oh,
Lets you see inside things,
cool.
and the things you can see here, you can kind of see them in there. Like I can't do a close-up of what exactly is in there from this view, but
I see.
got a hand, robot hand, robot head. Oh, excuse me. And this is a rock that has a key, one of those super key cards we need. And it was
Oh, and
interesting
we
is
have
that
to
it's
break open the rock?
so yeah, I won't reveal it in case people pick up this game, but the solution to this puzzle is really cool.
Hmm.
Or just like, I mean, this is part of it, is that you have to use the X-ray, but then you have to figure out like, if I can't get this key card, what am I gonna do with this? Um,
Oh. Like maybe you try to make a copy of it? I don't know.
mhm. Like one of my
Day
favorite.
of the Dead.
Oh yeah. Do we have more?
Oh yeah, they suggested Day of the Dead had a zombie with a gun and Return of the Living Dead.
Oh yeah, Return of the Living Dead would make sense because that one's a bit more.
Yeah.
I guess it actually is pretty explicit about how its zombies work, but it's a sillier movie in some ways. So I could see it playing fast and loose with a weapon-equipped zombie. Oh my god. Scary room. Of course, the place where they store the corpses has got a lot of zombies
Of course. Of course.
in it. Of course.
Of course.
These are still all locked.
There's literally a movie called Fast Zombies with Guns.
Really?
That's so
That's funny.
Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. Fast Zombies with Guns. I mean,
It's
Sounds
right
great.
there in the
Yeah,
title.
I know. Yeah, that's a good point. You should be relieved to see a zombie with a gun. It'll shoot you and you'll die, as opposed to biting you and making you turn into a zombie or like eating you alive. So,
I did. Okay, I started playing because I got a Steam Deck and I started playing Ni no Kuni 2.
mm, how is it?
Have you heard of that game?
I think I might have heard of it,
I just barely
but
started
haven't
playing
played
it.
it.
It's fun, but I was always just Im- entranced by its intro because it's like a typical JRPG fantasy world game. But the
Hmm.
intro is modern day, like a president of undisclosed country, but kind of seems like it's the United States. He's in
Yeah.
his like presidential motorcade in a limo, and he's riding along, and then he sees a missile fly ahead of the bridge he's on and blow up the city in front of him and like destroy everything. And then he gets pulled into the fantasy world somehow, where there's a little boy king, and he's like, "Who are you?" And I thought that intro was funny, but I didn't realize he still just has his gun in the game. So in this intro world, he's running around and there's like fantasy rat knights and creatures, and he just pulls a gun out and starts shooting them. There's something that was so funny to me about just seeing this fantasy world, but also this dude's just there with a pistol.
That actually is so funny because I feel like the genre where like you all of a sudden go back in time, whether as like a powerful person or like a non-powerful person. It's just like, what if you go back but you like retain your items, so you just have like a gun?
Yeah, I don't know why the president in this case has a gun, but he does.
Right, that too.
Maybe
That
he
too.
picked it off the
Right.
Secret Service before he died in the real world. I don't know if that's actually what's happening. Is it's the whole fantasy world is what he sees as he's in his last
Right.
breath.
Like, did he die? Is it a dream?
Um,
Ooh, an
just
oxygen tent.
I'm not sure what if I remember what that has, what puzzle that has to do with. But I'm leaving stuff around because the you don't have to worry about items like disappearing. You do eventually move on to like new, like you kind of play in a space of a couple. Like I think right now I think this world might continue to the floor below it, but generally you do a couple floors or a big floor, and then you move on, and you're not really going back to the floor you were on previous.
Hmm.
But while you're in that floor, you can just leave stuff on the ground and come back and get it later. It's
That
not
is nice.
gonna go anywhere. Oh shit! Am I out of ammo? I am. I have my shotgun. Bow.
No, that was quick.
Oh, I forgot I could get both of them. I
Kick
should
'em
be
while
using
I'm
it that
down.
way.
Kick 'em while they're down.
Get some shot. Oh, I can't even pick up these shotgun shells. Well, I'll just remember that this room has a lot of stuff.
I feel like if I were playing, I would like tell myself, yeah, I'll just remember this room has a lot of stuff. But then later on, I would be like, okay, which room had all the stuff?
Yeah. Wall save codes. Okay, this thing again. And we find another replica who is not infected yet. Concerned. Oh,
So
another
wait,
wall code. Oh.
why are we like the boss cool, I'm actually doing stuff replica,
Um,
like versus this other person that's just kind of like sitting here and like, ah, I'm scared.
yeah, so the intro I think maybe has a little bit of the implications of that like you are on a crashed spaceship and you're trying to figure out like how to get by. Like
Hmm.
you need to save somebody on that spaceship essentially,
Oh,
um,
okay.
who is also on it with you. But I think it's playing like it's hard to understand the timeline of when things happen in this game a bit as it
Mm,
starts. So
gotcha.
like I think why you're doing things may not be ultimately clear at the start.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, we found a new wall code, and somebody I forgot is still broadcasting. But if you remember that document I looked at earlier,
Yeah, the thing
there's
with
a couple
the
documents I have to
letters.
use. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Not this one. So sword. We need this because it has some things on it that we need. But what we also need is this frequencies: moon, sun, scales, rook, tree, and sword. So we need to tune to this frequency, 235. Because that is the sword frequency. And then we're going to have to do a bit more transcribing here. Because, oh boy, so we have this. And then if we pop out here to the safe. So if you look at this key code, ABR in EK, that is not actually the same. Oh, come on. As this one. Some of them are switched. So we have to just do like a little bit of translating in this puzzle. And I'll say this, I like this kind of thing. It's like a little mini word game kind of thing. But I can go out here and actually just record what the frequency is saying. So the frequency is saying 20837. I'll turn that off. And this, so according to this, 20837 would be in E. We don't know
notebook game. Good point.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know what the 8 is, but we're going to figure that out using the key combination. 3 we also don't know. And 7 is Z. Okay, so now we're going to go look back at this keypad. Okay. So here... Sorry, I'm trying to remember how I figured this out, because I felt so smart when I did this the first time.
Oh. Poggers.
Okay, so...
The Nightbot again.
Was it just that 2 are swapped? Because that's an E. It's the F. So yeah, the 5 and the 0 were swapped here. The 7 is swapped with the 9, which is an S.
Yeah, that's right. This is thinking time.
So the
Whispers only.
H... That mean that H is... Oh no, that's completely swapped. Why? Are they rotated? That's weird. Okay. I think I can figure this out. Hold on, sorry. A N B H S R Z something K E. Back here it is Oh, I think it's whatever's in the space. Oh my god.
Poggers.
Yeah, now I'm like losing, I feel like I'm losing the thread of this puzzle. Okay, so I'm very confident the first one is in E. Is it process of elimination? I think maybe that's it. Two 0 E Is it? Wait, would it be B? Okay. F? Okay, let's reset that. Try again. I think it's B. I think A3 is B. So let's try this. N, E, F, B, Z. Got it. Okay, okay, okay. I really want to do that in one try, so it just took me a sec. Unlocking. And what do we get? An eye. I can't put it in my
Eyeball.
head. I can't put any of this in.
Electric module.
My bag is full. But it's 5:05.
Dang.
We went a little long because I really wanted to figure out this puzzle live on air and broke my brain
Clayton
a little
needed
bit.
to prove that it was doable.
But
Yeah.
I feel like it gives you a little example that there is this is a game with puzzles that actually are some like kind of they're note taking puzzles, which, as you know, me is actually my favorite kind. I want something that requires a little thinking outside of literally just what the game gives you. You have to do a little bit of like outside the box thinking, and
That is
I mean that in
kind
the
of
sense
fun,
of,
yeah.
yeah, like outside of this, like it helped to write that down on paper and figure out what's going on there. There's a
I
puzzle
mean,
later
yeah.
on with solar system orbits that's super fun. I enjoyed that one a lot. It's a cool puzzle game.
I definitely find it somewhat boring in games when it's just like you just need to like fetch the number and you're like, oh, I found the passcode. It's 235-126.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
like having some sort of puzzle is a lot more rewarding and fun.
Like I had to actually find a couple different clues and use them all together. And I'll admit, the first time I
Yeah.
played this, that took me a long time. I did not know it was that kind of game. That it was like you're not just going to find the puzzle solution on one piece of paper. You're going to find three different things, and it's not even going to tell you have to use them together. You have to intuit that yourself. So
Hmm.
definitely check this out. Again, it's on Game Pass, PC, and Xbox. It's a very cool cyberpunk game, and this has been our Cyber Monday
Yeah.
cyber stream.
Cyber Monday, Cyber Stream, and the cyberspace of Cyber Twitch with your cyber polygons. And we're cyber signing off.
Do you? I know you.
Oh
Do you want
yeah.
to plug
Oh
anything
my
on
gosh.
TikTok? Because you just did a video, right? You just
Yeah,
posted it.
totally. Or it hasn't gone up
Okay,
yet,
so
but
you
yeah, I
said.
just finished an essay, a video essay on blobs that's
Mm-hmm.
gonna go up this week, I think tomorrow. Um, tomorrow, Pat's tied up with the F1 stream, so we're not gonna be doing Tina Town tomorrow, even though we
Hmm.
are generally scheduled to do Tina Town. Instead, I'm gonna be playing more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Right here, 3 p.m.
um,
Eastern.
yeah, 3 p.m. Eastern. So I'm excited to play that. I got Fuecoco fully evolved now.
Oh yeah,
Fun stuff. Fun
don't miss
stuff.
it. And I think then
Yeah.
we're taking a break on Wednesday, but then we'll have the
Hmm.
continuation of Simone's not cyberpunk stream, Simone's uh, F1 stream with a racing wheel. So definitely be here for that.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, thanks for joining
Uh,
us.
bye, Cyber Chat.
Bye,
Is it
Cyber
this?
Chat.
These are your
Bye.
cyber polygons, cyber signing, cyber off,
Cyber goodbye.
cyber bye.